Hello and welcome back to the third season of What's in a Story, titled Narratives of Nature and Environment of South Asia. I am Lupamudra Moitro, and in this podcast I read the stories from my books as an anthropologist, writer and translator working with popular culture and heritage of India and South Asia. In my podcast here, I read stories from my books which are about folklore, myths and legends of India and South Asia, and I introduce each story with some additional information from different fields of history, archaeology, geology and others, which helps to bring a context to the story. However, it is also important to mention that the information should be studied well and understood within specific socio-cultural, religious, political or historical contexts. Most of these stories from folklore took shape across a wide range of time through centuries. And over a period of time, many features and aspects were added to the narratives, giving the shape that we come across in present times. Thus, before taking these stories as historical proof, one should be careful enough to analyze the historical context of the essence of each story. Let's try to take the positive message through these stories as we proceed with Season 3, the narratives of nature and environment of South Asia. Here, I would like to take the message forward from Season 2 of Water Narratives of South Asia and read stories which speak of the various interactions between man and nature and of stories of preserving and conserving the nature around us. Without the beautiful nature that surrounds us, we will perish sooner or later. And frankly speaking, aren't we already experiencing the grim pictures of what global warming has created all around us? Say, like rampantly cutting down trees, creating havoc across river banks and deltas, or the horrific littering of plastic waste on river banks and beaches, which has only resulted in destroying flora and fauna and choking up so many aquatic lives around us, destroying green covers massively to build concrete structures, polluting fresh water, creating a shortage of drinking water, and the list just seems to go on and on. However, fortunately, many people are also working tirelessly to combat the situation. But it just never seems to be enough. We have already lost a lot of valuable wealth, and it's time to listen to the clarion call, for there is only one earth, and that's all we have. Here's wishing a positive thought is shared through each story of this season, the third season of What's in a Story, titled Narratives of Nature and Environment of South Asia, follows the story of the next episode in Season 3 of What's in a Story. About the story. This is a story titled Saalumarada Thimmakka from my book The Owl Delivered the Good News All Night Long, Folktales, Legends and Modern Lore of India by Aleph Book Company. This story has been provided for the book by Geeta Ramanujan and retold by myself for this book. Geeta Ramanujan referred to this story from the book titled 104 Women Will Inspire, Inspiring Stories from Karnataka by Dr. M. C. Mohan Kumari, published by Praman Publications, Mysuru, 2014, page 33 to 37. Mohan Kumari mentions in the book to have met Thimmakka at her residence in a village called Hulikal, about 10 kilometers from Kadur, on the main road from Bengaluru to Kunigal, about 70 kilometers from Bengaluru city limits. Saalumarada Thimmakka, at the time of the publication of his book, was said to be around 110 years old and was called Vrikshamate or Mother of Trees. She is well known today and the world over as an environmentalist and was listed by the BBC as one of the most influential and inspirational women of the world, according to a Times of India report dated November 23, 2019. Thimmakka, unfortunately, breathed her last in Bengaluru, in Karnataka, in southern India, on 14th of November 2025. The story. Saalumarada Thimmakka. From my book, The Owl Delivered the Good News All Night Long by Aleph Book Company. Saalumarada Thimmakka was one of the 6 children of the late Chikkarangaya and Vijayamma in Kakkanalli of Guppi in Hosali Taluk in Karnataka state of southern India. Being poor, Thimmakka's father used to work in the agricultural fields in a nearby village and her mother used to work in the houses of rich landlords, local landlords, cleaning grains, washing utensils and doing other sundry jobs. Thimmakka's job was to collect firewood and sometimes Muttukada, sal leaves from the forest. She would often collect these and sell them in Gubbi village, which was around 3 kilometers away. Muttukada leaves were and still are sewn together to make plates to serve food. Life trudged on with the regular ups and downs. Soon, one day, Thimmakka's parents felt that she was of marriageable age and decided to get her married. The marriage was finalized with Chikkaya from Hulikal, who owned an agricultural land of 4 acres. At her in-laws, Thimmakka lived with her husband, mother-in-law and brother-in-law. Thimmakka worked hard in the agricultural fields of her in-laws and was initially happy. However, problems started to crop up soon as years went by and she failed to conceive. 5 years went by and people started to gossip about the couple. With time, the problems escalated. People started to harass them to capture their agricultural fields since they had no heir. The couple had no option but to complain to the police. By this time, Thimmakka was already into her 20th year of marriage and still without a child. To avoid further harassment, the couple decided to build a separate house and move away from their family. Situation grew grim with each passing day for Thimmakka. Even Chikkaya would often taunt and insult her. This would hurt her immensely. Solitary, spending their days and nights in despair, the couple finally decided upon a solution. They thought of finding solace in Mother Nature and of planting trees and tending to them just as they would have taken care of their children. Thus, the couple took upon themselves to shower all their love on nature, which got reflected in the verdant stretch between Kadur and Hulikal, where the couple started their innovative journey of planting trees around 10 years ago. However, it did not happen overnight. Banyan trees were available in plenty near their village, and they grafted the saplings from these trees. 10 saplings were grafted in the first year, and they planted these near the neighboring village of Kudur. These 10 saplings were nurtured, and the couple watched them grow. Once these 10 plants took roots, the couple planted 15 more saplings in the next year and 20 in the year after that. Thus, it continued for nearly 10 years, and today, more than 400 strong trees stand as a testimony of their selfless efforts along a 4-kilometer stretch between Hulikal and Kudur village near her husband's hometown in Tumakuru district. The entire avenue is a sight to behold, with the wide and strong branches of the trees spreading to form a green canopy. According to Thimmakka, there are 2 varieties of trees, Goni Allah and Chittaru Allah. Though the verdant avenue does paint a picturesque view today, it was not an easy challenge for the couple. They had to nurture the saplings very carefully. They had to get water from a pond 3 kilometers away, which was called Thuppaya Kalyani. They had to protect the young trees and the tender leaves from being eaten by cows and goats by strapping a protector using firewood sticks and making a circular stand around each sapling. According to Thimmakka, they were overjoyed to witness the young green leaves sprout from each young tree. The couple would water and nurture them very early in the morning before anybody was up, and leave for their day's work after that at a nearby quarry in Naginahalli. They had to reach the quarry before the day became hot and humid. Walking at this quarry one day, Thimmakka lost one of her eyes in an accident, unfortunately. But in due course of time, the request of the couple to the village chairman to grant them a piece of land met with a positive response. Recognizing the couple's good works, the director of Watershed Development Program, K.V. Sarvesh, helped to have a pond dug in Thimmakka's land and gave her the technical training to manage it. In 1991, Chikkaya fell ill and, unfortunately, passed away. But Thimmakka continued her work for the village and the environment. Thimmakka has received more than 300 awards and citations for her hard work. She was awarded the Padma Shri in 2019 of the Government of India, the Naduja Award by Hampi University in 2010, and the National Citizen Award in 1995 by the then Prime Minister of India, H.D. Devegowda, amongst many other awards. Thimmakka is more famously called and known as Saalumarada Thimmakka, named after the rows of trees which have become very famous. When this story was compiled and written by me for my book, it was said that Thimmakka claimed by Thimmakka herself that she was more than 100 years old. Unfortunately, very recently, on the 14th of November in 2025, she breathed her last in Bengaluru in the state of Karnataka in southern India.